Hello friends, this is Devlina from Shrinjan Dance Academy, and this is the second lesson based on Tal. In the previous lesson I have told you about the nuances about the structure of a Tal, and while doing the Parhant of the Tal, what are the signs that we use in order to make our audience understand the Tal. Now in today's lesson I will be showing you how to write a Tal. What are the signs that you should use? First, let us have a look at the signs and then I will write down the Tal. The things that you should know for writing a Tal is the sign of sum, which is the first primary thing. Now there are two ways you can make somebody understand a sum: by writing a sign of a plus or by making the sign of a cross. Now these are the two things which you can use to write the sum. This slash, this is the sign of a vibhag. Okay, this is used to show the smaller groupings of the matras in a tal, the subdivisions of the beats in a tal. This is a 0, it is the sign of khali. I told you that when you start the one particular vibhag, we use either a tali or a khali to show the beginning of a vibhag, right? Now if you are beginning a vibhag with a khali or a wave, then while writing you have to use the sign 0 for that. And for the first tali, that is sum, you use either the plus sign or you use the cross sign. Other than sum, for making a person understand that there is a tali or khali, you will, or tali rather, you will use 2, 3 depending on the number of the tali, right? If it is the second tali in the tal, then I will write 2. If it is the third tali in the tal, then I will write 3. So that I will come to when I show you the tal. The last sign which you should know is this. This is called the Ardha Chandra. Okay, Ardha Chandra. This sign is usually put below a matra to show that in one count how many matras are there. Now when you are writing one matra in one count, then usually this sign of Ardha Chandra is not used. When you are using more than 2, if you are using 2 syllable, 3 syllable, 4 syllable, when you are using more than 1 syllable in one matra, then you need this sign of Ardha Chandra. Okay, now let me come to a tal so that you can understand all this. Let me do 3 tal because that is the commonly used tal. And it is a 16 matra tal, right? The 16 bit time cycle. So I am writing the theka of the tal. How does it go? Dha, dhin, dhin, dha. And you repeat the same thing in the next line also. Dha, dhin, dhin, dha, and you say dha, tin, tin, ta, and then ta, dhin, dhin, dha. And as I said, that tal is cyclic in nature, so you have to come back to sum. So your ending should be again a dha, right? Now see, the matra numbers are 16, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this will not be considered as 17. This is the first matra again. This is sum. Now as I told you that the matras of a tal are further grouped into subdivisions. So here you can see the grouping that in each line I have written 4 words. Now if I draw the sign of vibhag here, this is the sign of vibhag, then you will know that Trital is a tal which is divided into 4 vibhags. So 4 slash or vibhag, again 4 matra slash, again 4 matra slash, again 4 matra slash, right? Now about the talis and khalis, how do we show them? This is my first matra. So below this I should put a cross. Okay. Now this is the second tali. If I read out the tal using the hand gestures, then it goes like this. Okay. Dha, din, dha, dha. So in the fifth matra, in the fifth count, my second tali comes. Now how do I make people understand this is the second tali? By writing 2 below this. Now the ninth matra is a wave or a khali, right? So below this I should put the sign of 0. And then again ta. Here the third tali comes. This is the 13th matra and here the third tali comes. So I write 3 here. Again this tha, you see this is sum. So here you again put the sign of cross. So this is a complete way of writing a tal. Some people also prefer writing the matra numbers above. Right here you can write 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another way of writing. Not another way, but just an addition, I would say. So if you want to write the matra numbers above, you can write it. If you think that you are confident that even without writing the numbers above, you will be able to do the countings properly, then you can go for it. These countings are more important when we are doing more than one avartan. Suppose we are writing a bowl, a very long bowl, we are going for 3 to 4 avartan, then this calculation often becomes difficult, and then writing the matra numbers makes it easy for us to understand that where one cycle is completed, one avartan is completed and the second avartan is starting. But just for writing a theka or a simple bowl of one avartan, writing the countings above might not be required. Another thing I wish to tell you is that in certain cases, in certain gharanas, this might differ. For example, or certain, rather than certain gharanas, I would say certain university. Like which I was talking about, this is a pattern which the Khairagarh University follows, right? If you go to Prayag University, you will see that they put this signs above this. So here then plus will go, here 2 will go, here the 0 will go, and here 3 will come. And again above the dha, this plus sign will come. So both are correct in that case. Okay, nothing is incorrect. Whether you write it below the tal, below the matras, or you write it above the matras, both way it is correct. It is just the syllabus of which university you are following. You have to stick to the pattern that they follow. But this is the basic thing of writing a tal. Okay. Now one sign is missing here. That is the sign of Ardha Chandra. Why didn't I put the sign of Ardha Chandra here is because I am using only one syllable in one matra. So for writing a theka, usually the Ardha Chandra is not required. If you write the dogun of the tal, let me just write one line for you to understand. Then the sign of Ardha Chandra is required. Suppose I write the dogun of trital. So how do I go? Dha, dhin, dhin, dha. Okay? Dha, dhin, dhin, dha. So I am not writing the entire tal here. I am just writing the first 4 matras of the vibhag. So when I read it in ek gun, it should go like dha, dhin, dhin, dha. One count, one syllable. Here what happens is one count but 2 syllable in dogun, right? Dha, din, din, dha, dha, din, din, dha. So in this case, to make your audience understand that you are using 2 syllables in one count, to make it dogun, here you should use the sign of Ardha Chandra to complete this. Okay? So this is only the first vibhag that I have done. So this is the matra of sum, first one. So I put a cross here. And if you want, you can write 1, 2, 3 per above. And then after the 4th matra, the sign of vibhag should come. So that's how you go. If you are writing tigun, you use teen bowls in one count. If you are using chogun, you should use 4 syllables in one count, and then the Ardha Chandra will go accordingly. So this is the basic way of writing a tal. Hope you have understood the concept. Hope it is clear to you, and keep following our channel, keep liking, keep sharing if you find it useful. Thank you so much.